Another Brick in the Wall is the most representative song of the Pink Floyd band and is derived from their album The Wall, which was released in 1979. The song, written by Roger Waters, one of the members of the band, has obtained world fame and has become the flagship of the group. The song is divided into 3 parts, then the lyric of part 2 from the psychology approach will be analyzed. We don't need no education, we don't need no thought control, no dark sarcasm in the classroom. Teacher, leave the kids alone. Hey teacher, leave them kids alone. All in all, it's just another brick in the wall. All in all, you are just another brick in the wall. The lyrics revolve around a wall and the constant addition of bricks with absolute disdain and rage at the same time. Anger, resignation, and tiredness are feelings that can be perceived through the song. The narrator clearly raises his voice of protest against a system, the educational one specifically, but it could well be any situation that symbolizes oppression, injustice, or pain. In the stanza presented, he clearly expresses what he does not need. The fact of starting with negative structures and making use of the literary resource of repetition already marks a state of denial in relation to what he is facing, and by expressing what he does not need instead of what you do need, and is a sign of despair, as if it was not possible to ask for what you want, at least if you want to make it stop what you no longer want. Then, in a single cry, he alludes to the oppressor, according to what is stated in the lyrics, and finally he calls out in order what he finally wants. Let us remember that this situation can adapt to different scenarios and different types of suffering. From this reason, the song has become a hymn of rejection of all forms of violence and oppression around the world. Finally, the narrator's cry is answered in chorus with a painfully rendered phrase that in the end it is just another brick in the wall. But what is the wall? Who or what are the bricks? It could be that the narrator is adding bricks, building a wall, an emotional wall, a wall of protection, a wall of containment, of survival. The bricks will then be those things that hurt him, or perhaps resources that he uses to shield himself against pain, abandonment. As bricks are increased, the wall expands like a growing human being, accumulating negative experience, traumas, and that after a while, finally, lose their relevance, and each one of them becomes just one more brick in the wall. For others, it may be that he considers himself one of the bricks in the wall, where no one is special and all are seen in the same way, just for other usefulness but without major considerations. Those who feel that their lives are worthless, that they just go unnoticed, and that their relevance is only given in the terms of functionality. Whatever the perspective felt by those who listen to it and accompany their frustration or anguish for it, the truth is that it is a protest song that has crossed not only the barriers of time, generational or contextual, but also the formats that it gives. She comes off. Another Brick in the Wall has its corresponding music video with a duration of 6 minutes, in which the images accompany the feeling of the narrator, showing despair, pain, and rejection towards the oppressor. It also has its film's version under the name of The Wall, a film that has always been a socio-cultural psychological reference in different educational entities. Different bands have made their own versions of the song, and it has been interpreted by representatively in certain concerts, such as the one that the American band Guns N' Roses gave on their Chinese Democracy World Tour. The song was also published on a promotional CD for the concert to commemorate the fall of the Berlin Wall, thus establishing once again its relevance and meaning as an anthem against injustice and oppression, also understood as a battle of cry or rebellion against the status quo. That's all.